Hey, creative nonfiction writers. Are you ready for your biggest task yet? You are going to write an op ed essay for the New York Times. I am so stoked about this. I can't even stand it. So, when I was getting ready to prepare this unit for you guys, I found a section of the New York Times that was made for us, for our course exclusively. Just kidding, but wouldn't that be cool? It's called The Opinionator. You see it here on my screen, and we'll have a link on the introductory page about this unit. And within the Opinionator, there are a series of categories. So you have your top five here: private lives, the stone, the end, fixes, and couch. And if you go down to more contributors and click on the down arrow, you'll see some additional topics: anxiety, bedside, disunion, draft, measure for measure, menagerie, moviegoers, the great divide, and then an author. Okay, so if you start over here, you'll see a brief description of each of these categories. So for private lives, we have personal essays on the news of the world and the news of our lives. Underneath the stone, we're dealing with a forum for contemporary philosophers and other thinkers on issues both timely and timeless. Underneath the end, we're dealing with end of life issues. Underneath fixes, you look at solutions to social problems and why they work. Underneath the couch, we're dealing with psychotherapy. And underneath the stone again, we're getting into a new cycle and so forth. So thinking about you guys and really realizing how well I'm starting to know some of you, I immediately thought of Sophie with the moviegoers piece, because I know how much you love to go to your movies on Monday nights. The draft section is where I found the article on writing my way to self. That's all about writers and the writing community. Disunion has to do with the American Civil War. Measure for Measure is all about music. Menagerie is all about animals. The Great Divide deals with issues of diversity, such as Black Lives Matter, gender issues, and so forth. Anxiety is self-evident, and so forth. So you can click on these topics and see what we have on offer. So in any given category then, when I click on that category, so let's go down to draft, since that's having to do with being a writer. You'll then see a series of articles exclusively devoted to that topic. So we have the topic of plagiarism, the notion of what it means to read, our article that we're going to be using on to create your own sample leads and your own sample endings. So basically, the premise of Hannah Schank is that her writing self was a very different individual than herself in terms of who showed up at a job. And so you don't have to agree with her, you can disagree with her, but you are going to pretend to be her or be yourself in response to this and write your own lead, and then obviously write your own conclusion, okay? And ultimately, we're going to be ending up writing a draft for your paper that is going to lead to you submitting it to the New York Times after we go through a writer's workshop next week, and final revisions from me in the form of video feedback, very much like the video feedback that you received on your personal narrative essays. So I'm excited. I hope you are too. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.